What is up, y'all? We are live with the preseason show. Let me share this thing on out real quick, and we will get started. Sound working all right? Good? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Preseason number 1, even though we lost a ton of talent, we basically had an NFL roster graduate last season, a ton of first round picks. We'll have NFL updates on all of our players' careers coming up via Football Civilization and his Madden Sim. So I'll definitely post updates about that over on Facebook, and we'll be talking about it here on YouTube and Kick as well, I'm sure. But let me share this thing on out and we'll get started. If you don't already follow us on Facebook, make sure you do, because that's where we definitely post the most updates, and it allows me to post updates, screenshots, live streams, all that. So, but subscribe over on YouTube and Kick as well. But definitely make sure you follow us on Facebook, because like I said, that's kind of the home of all of it. Alright, let me share this thing on out. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome in. I'm just finishing sharing this thing on out real quick, and we'll get started. Alright. Shared it enough places, I think. Let's get it going. Welcome in. Like I said, give us a follow over on Facebook if you haven't already. But we're also here on YouTube and Kick and a bunch of other platforms, so follow us all over. But Facebook's kind of the home of everything. You can see, taking a look at the schedule, we're preseason number 1. We've been to the last 4 national championships, lost all 4 of them. Trying to finally get it done this season, but man, it's been tough. We've won 4 straight SEC championships, really proud of that, but we have lost these past 4 natties, and a couple of them we've lost by 2, 3 points, 1 point. Like, they've been less than 1 possession ball games, man. It's just been wild. Florida State beat us early in the season last year. Head coach Yad Gaiman over there, and then we were able to beat them in the playoffs when he was away, and we ended up playing his computer. Still a very tough game with that roster, but we were able to get the win that time. We're scheduled to play again later on this season, so that should be a great matchup. LSU versus Florida State, just like we got in real life this season. Tennessee, man, they're still one of the top teams here in Earnit Audible, one of the most winning programs here in the 17 seasons we've had Earnit Audible. T. Scott was the head coach there for forever. He's moved on now, but they've still been very successful. It's basically been LSU versus Tennessee for the past, I think, 13 or 14 SEC championship games. So that's pretty much the premier matchup in the SEC. We'll see if that changes. We've got some new coaches who have recently moved into the SEC, so it'll be interesting to see if that changes at all, if that landscape changes at all. But for over a decade, it's basically been Tennessee, LSU every year in the SEC championship, and we've had some great battles. Puzzles Gaming, the most winning head coach of all time here in Earnit Audible. He's won 5 national championships. That's a couple more than anyone else. Did it all in Nebraska, then was forced to build up BYU. And look at him, 95 overall, 99 offense, 5-star prestige. He's building them up quick. He had a playoff appearance last season. Couldn't get it done against the champions, Oregon. And here are the defending champs with Scrappy Gaiman as their head coach. Playing Baylor week 1. Oh, that's great. 99 overall, 99 offense, 99 defense. We'll probably see them in the playoffs if I had to put money on it once again this season. Lost to them by 2 points in the national championship. Michigan, this is Uzbek Gaming, another great head coach. He's won a natty or two natty. He's won a natty at Michigan, and he's won 2 natties in Notre Dame. So another very successful coach here in Earnit Audible, doing big things. He's tough to beat. I've never beat him in Audible. I've only beat him in Earnit, Maine. Really good coach. Got a great team over there at Michigan. We were talking about Nebraska. They're still here on top. Georgia Tech isn't going to last forever up there. They had a great season last year, but they're not as dominant as some of the other programs we're taking a look at. Nebraska, like I said, they've already won 5 natties here in Earnit Audible. Haven't had the same amount of don't have a game this week? No, sir. Bye week 1. So we're just doing a quick preseason show. But week 2, we got a user game against Kentucky and Night Knolls. So it should be a great start to the season. Probably playing that game Thursday night, if I had to guess. Then Football Civilization, UCLA. Only 90 overall, 91 offense, 87 defense. I think they've been higher ratings-wise in the past, but he'll have that team rolling. We played him in the playoffs and had one of our best games of the season, honestly, against him in the playoffs. Played really well and basically had to lead the whole game, but he beat Oregon in Scrappy Gaming twice last season, once in the regular season and then again in the Pac-12 championship. So, you know, he's a great coach, great user. UCLA and Oregon will be looking to do big things in the Big Ten now this season. We'll take a look at the conference realignment and what's going on there. We were talking about Notre Dame earlier, Zeus Vega's old team, still on top. They won that national championship just a few seasons ago. The commissioner is building up Wisconsin, building them up quick. I'm up to 5-star prestige, 90 overall. I think they won this game already here week 1 against number 12 Southern Miss, so they're off to the right start. And then we got number 15 Florida with us over here in the SEC. This is Shinobi Gaming, head coach in Earnit, Maine, and here in Earnit Audible. Like I said, we play Kentucky week 2. Night Knolls is the head coach here. He's been plagued with sanctions basically since he arrived in Earnit Audible, but his team's finally getting past that sanction period, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do now without having to, you know, cut recruits and all that and lose scholarships. Oklahoma State, so they're only C+, 77 overall, whatever prestige they are. I don't know what's going on with the prestige rating right now. I guess they're a 4-star. And they just need to change the lights on that 3-star. But anyways, Dirty Bear is a great head coach, man. He is tough. He's beat me in an Earnit National Championship over in primetime when I was USC and he was Florida. He's a really good head coach. He'll have this Oklahoma State team doing things very quickly. So don't count them out. They got them counted out right now, 80 in the preseason polls. But that Oklahoma State team, it might not be this season, but in a couple seasons, at the longest, if not earlier, they're going to be doing big things. So watch out for them. Coastal Carolina, one of the newest head coaches here in Earnit Audible. We'll see what they're able to do this season. Texas Tech, this is Don Bass and his squad. I mean, the Red Raiders, man, if they start recruiting up in Texas, they could do big things, man. We'll see what happens. Tough user game to start the season against Zeus Vega Gaming, number 6 Michigan. Hate to have to start with that, but if they can upset them, that would be nice. Yo, what up, Wes? Thanks for coming through on YouTube. What up, man? Let's take a look at how the conferences shape out. I was just talking about you and your BYU squad earlier, and your old Nebraska squad, too. Hey, shout out to the 3 of y'all over on YouTube and the couple of y'all over on Kick. I appreciate everyone coming through. Gonna be streaming a lot of the games this season here in Earnit Audible on Kick and YouTube. We'll still be streaming all of our Earnit main games exclusively on Facebook. But gonna be a little more active on YouTube and kick with these Earnit Audible games. Might stream some of the Earnit Audible user games to Facebook, but definitely a lot of the computer games will be here. TV rights with YouTube and Kick. Alright, so looking at the SEC, we are welcoming Texas and OU into the West, accepting these brand new 2024 conference realignments. Very exciting. This is the first time we've done it in Earnit Audible, and we're here in 2029. So in our universe, it took a little bit longer, but Texas and OU are now officially part of the SEC. Arkansas is not ranked preseason, but man, I'll tell you, the past decade, they have been doing work here in Earnit Audible. They've really built up a good program. We've luckily won the Golden Boot every single season. We beat Arkansas every single season, but every year it's a close game that we got to battle with them for. And a lot of times we play them, they're a top 15 team. So they've had a lot of success. It'll be interesting to see what they're able to do here with OU and Texas in the division. SEC East, you got Tennessee. So like I said, basically the past 13, 14 seasons, it's been LSU versus Tennessee over here in the SEC Championship. But we'll see if Shinobi Gaming in Florida got something to say about all that. We also got number 21 South Carolina, Auburn, Bama, and Georgia. This Georgia and Bama squad, like, they've struggled just because the SEC is so good here in Earnit Audible. But look at this, 97 overall across the board, 97, 99 defense. Like, these teams could do something, man. Any season, they're just waiting. Georgia's been to an Earnit Audible national championship. They played SMU that season, which was Scrappy Gaming's old team. He left for Oregon, and then his old team at SMU was just so built up, they made it to a national championship. So this Georgia squad's good. They've been to a natty here in the past, 15 seasons or whatever it's been. But yeah, they're, at the bottom with Bama. That's crazy to see the SEC East with Bama and Georgia at the bottom. We'll see how that all shapes up. They got us winning it, as they should. And yeah, Tennessee. I mean, they might end up being right with all these predictions here. Pac-12 is different now. They lost Oregon and they lost UCLA, and that's basically been the Pac-12 championship every season for, 6, 7 seasons, y'all? Probably something like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here now. I like Boise State and Air Force as additions to the Pac-12 South. That's real interesting. Got San Diego State in the mix as well. Arizona might just run away with this conference. They're a former user team. The commish, who's over at Wisconsin, was at Arizona for maybe 6 seasons. He started his career there, so they've stayed competitive. He really built them up well. And then this Washington squad and this Stanford squad, y'all gotta watch out for them. As much as I'd love to say go Trojans, fight on, and pick them to win it, they got a chance. But just historically here in Earnit Audible, this Stanford squad and this Washington squad have been really tough. I had to play the Stanford squad 2 seasons ago in the playoffs, round 1, and they nearly upset us. We did have sanctions, so we were without our starting running back, CJ Sims, who you all know we would rely on for the past 3 years. It'll be interesting to see our offense without him, but we got Garrett Moss to fill in. And we were also without our starting quarterback in that game. So that made it tough too, but like I said, Stanford, Washington, really good teams. Hopefully the Trojans can get it done, but we'll just have to see. Mountain West, what a mess. We'll see if any of these teams perform really well and earn a promotion in the Pac-12. That's what I would say we'd have to watch out for there. The MAC West, this is where I started my career, over at Houston, baby. We had a great career at Houston. In 2 seasons, we did really, really well. In our second season, we won an all-user conference here in Earnit Audible. We started off with all the users in just one conference, and we were able to win it in season 2. That got us a berth into the Sugar Bowl, where we beat Bama in the Sugar Bowl with our Houston squad. We also won the Heisman that year and Coach of the Year. And based on all that success and beating Bama in the Sugar Bowl, we earned our head coaching offer at LSU. So a lot of love for Houston. Appreciate them giving me the start to giving me a chance to start my head coaching career here in Earnit Audible. Will, who's the head coach in Earnit, Maine, he's the head coach of Auburn and Earnit, Maine. He's also coached here a few seasons since I've been gone. So they've had, some good coaches in the program, and I would watch out for them to win the MAC just like they're projected to do, for sure. Oh, man, actually, y'all got to watch out for Ohio. Yad Gaiman was over here for a while, and he built them up quick. I requested Ohio my schedule this year and did not get the acceptance from their head coach to play the game. But I wanted to play them because I think they could sneak into the playoffs. They've been in the mix a couple of seasons and have just missed it. But you always got to watch out for them, man. Ohio's good. Oh, wow. Ole Miss is independent. That's interesting. Hopefully they're able to schedule some SEC teams. Have to do some weird stuff because of, the SEC and the conference realignments and all that. Well, it sounds like Southern Miss just lost this week to Dead Bowl game in Wisconsin, so that's good. Big Ten's going to be real interesting. Look at the West. We've been talking about Dead Bowl game in Wisconsin. We've been talking about Zeus Vega game in Michigan. They're trying to do big things. This Minnesota squad, man, they made it to the playoffs last season, so they're trying to compete. I think they were the Big Ten champs last season, actually, and they got their playoff berth that way. So it's going to be real interesting to see what happens here, especially with the addition of Oregon and UCLA in the conference. Slightly different than, obviously, the USC UCLA expansion, but this would be the equivalent here in Earnit Audible. Like I was talking about Scrappy Game in Oregon, they're the defending champs. So this makes a lot of sense for this Big Ten Super Conference to include them. And you got Penn State and Ohio State on this side. Ohio State ranked at the bottom, but 90 overall, 95 offense, 85 defense. I'm sure they'll try and upset some users. Yeah, Oregon, Michigan, UCLA, Wisconsin. Wow, Minnesota. These 5 right here, it's going to be real interesting to watch them compete for this conference over the next few seasons, y'all. Real interesting. Won the championship 2 seasons ago, won the championship last season, been to the playoffs, I think, 3 of the last 4 seasons, something like that. Great user here, building up this program. Minnesota playoff berth last season. It's going to be interesting. Big 12 is also going to be interesting. I was talking about both these coaches, man. They're going to be building up these programs, especially alone here in the Big 12. SMU has been dangerous ever since Scrappy Gaming left them. Top 25 preseason rank again this season. And then you got Puzzles Gaming, the most successful coach in Earnit Audible, head coach leading this BYU program. 95 overall, 99 offense, 92 defense. We were talking about them earlier. On the same side as his old squad with Nebraska. That's real interesting. And then watch out for Mizzou, man. Like you see there, the 99 offense. This is where Will started his career here in Earnit Audible. And he was a great coach for Mizzou. Hello, sir. What's up, Deadbolt? Welcome in. Thanks for coming through the stream. Welcome in, man. So this is going to be an interesting conference as well, man. This will be real interesting, especially if Dirty Bear and Don Bass can build up these programs and build them up quickly. It's going to be real interesting to see what happens. Because like I said, BYU, that's Puzzles Gaming. Then Nebraska, that's the most winning program of all time here in Earnit Audible. SMU, they've won an Earnit Audible Natty. Baylor's always trying to cause problems. Mizzou had the success to build off of that Will left there at the program. And then you got, you know, 2 more users down here at the bottom. And TCU, you got to always watch out for. So this is going to be actually an interesting conference. Brand new user here in the American. All alone, man. Well, at least American Conference doesn't get a bid to the playoffs. So he might win his conference, but he'll have to do more than just that to get into the playoffs. ACC, on the other hand, you win that, you are in the playoffs. Let's take a look at what's going on here in this conference. Georgia Tech, didn't they win the ACC last season? I'm pretty sure they did. Florida State got an at-large bid, but Georgia Tech won the conference and got the auto bid. They did lose in the first round, though. And then you got Notre Dame. We were talking about them earlier. This is Zeus Vega Gaming's old team. He won a natty over here, really built up this program. Won 2 natties. I think he won back-to-back natties over here in Notre Dame. So built up this program. You can see 95 overall, 97 offense, 95 defense, 6-star prestige. I like them over Georgia Tech, honestly. Georgia Tech won it last season, but I would be surprised if that happens again. Louisville is also another dangerous team. Check out the 99 offense. Geaux started his career over here in Earnit Audible and was there for maybe 6, 7, 8 seasons. So he really built up that program. We had some battles with him, LSU versus Louisville, a couple overtime games. So, you know, great coach there. He really created a high-power offense with a scrambling quarterback. And they've still had some success since he's left. ACC, real interesting, man. This is Dirty Bears' old team, NC State. You can see they are doing pretty well still. And then, yeah, Yak Gaming over here in the Atlantic side of the conference, man. He's been doing real well over at FSU. Got him up 6-star prestige, 99s across the board. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here in the ACC, y'all. Clemson's fallen off. I can't believe they're still 5-star prestige. They had a terrible year last year. It'll be interesting to see what they do this season. Oh, Mississippi State's now on the Sun Belt. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well that's it for the conferences. It's going to be real interesting. A little bit of a different look for Earnit Audible this season. Taylor Tatum, no surprise he's the Heisman favorite. He's been doing big things since his freshman season. You know Puzzles wants to win the Heisman with the quarterback. That'll be interesting. Tony Gunn. Alright, well he's not going to be on there long. They must be running triple option feeding this fullback. He won receiver of the year last year. This guy killed us in the national championship, man. Those Oregon receivers were deadly. Seeing a lot of Oregon, seeing a lot of Michigan, seeing a lot of Nebraska, BYU. Sean Alexander Jr., the sophomore at UCLA. Yeah, of course we got linemen. We're always trying to win the battle at the line. Joe Urlacher. Wow, man, that might be the least amount of love our LSU team has had in preseason All-Americans in a decade. One guy, that's crazy. we did lose a lot of talent last season. We had so many guys go pro. So many guys who are first-round picks. James Hudson, our punter. Yeah, Garrett Moss, he won Returner of the Year his freshman season. He's so good. He's going to be getting a lot of carries. He's going to be our number 2 back, but he's going to probably get more carries than our starting back. He's just also going to be playing some, out wide and in some special teams. So he's going to be one of those backs we're kind of using all over the field. The Texas teams took all your slot? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, SEC, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Texas really took a lot. Texas. It won't look like that at the end of the season, though. We'll be alright. Oh, they love Dawson. Yeah, he'll probably be a first-round pick, man. Well, you gotta love that. They're picking us to win it all. Let me tell y'all how many first-round picks we had go pro this past season. Our projected. Football Civilization hasn't done the NFL draft yet, so we'll update you on this number. But we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projected first-round picks, y'all. That's what we lost in talent. And they still have us as preseason number 1. That's some respect. We lost C.J. Sims, our starting running back. Y'all know him. He's a legend. He broke Sauce Barron's record for rushing TDs in a season. And then we also lost Wimmy Jimmy, our star middle linebacker. We lost Billy Underwood, our outside linebacker, who had been starting since his freshman year. We lost Bo Fogel, the great receiver for us. Lost a ton of legendary defenders. So we're going to have to reload this season. It's got to just be next man up, man. That's the way it's going to be here at LSU. We're going to lose a ton of talent to the draft each season, and we're just going to get that much more talent back and more. Let's take a look at the roster. So this is what we're looking at now. Our offensive captain, David Campbell, the junior. He was the backup last year, but our starting quarterback had an incredible game in that semifinals match against UCLA. He threw for over 400 yards and 5 TDs and decided to go pro, after that performance. His draft stock went way up. So he went pro after just his sophomore season because he was a redshirt, so he was eligible. We were expecting him to be our starting junior quarterback this year, but now it's his backup. Quinton Robinson's definitely going to see the field and get some playing time with his 91 speed. We're going to utilize him as a playmaker, sort of as like a wildcat quarterback type thing. Bring him in to run some speed option, maybe a little triple option when we have a user game. So that should be interesting to see what he does. But I am giving the start to David Campbell just because he's got this very slight edge in throw accuracy, but this 5+5 in throw power is just enough to make me give him the start over Quinton, who's going to be a very exciting player to watch. And we're going to try and get him involved in the offense just because he's that good. Matt Ross is our starting running back this season. He has 82 strength, so I'm just hoping people cannot tackle him. 99 break tackle, 98 trucking. He's been C.J. Sims' backup his whole career, but we'll take a look at the stats. He's been producing and making big plays even as a backup, and he'll get the start. But Garrett Moss is going to get a ton of carries. We're going to get him involved at 98 speed. can't have that off the field, man. He's going to be definitely getting in the mix. 99 elusiveness, and we'll make sure to get both these guys the ball as much as possible. Ross and Moss, thunder and lightning. Moss is going to be also helping out some in the passing game and on special teams. So that's the main reason why Matt is going to take the lead on offense and with the first team. Just because I think if it was all Moss, he would get tired. And when we get tired, mistakes happen. So we're going to use this depth and have everyone playing and staying fresh and staying healthy. David Carter, he'll get some garbage time minutes and he'll get in there a little bit. He's a good player. He's only a freshman, so we want to get him some play time to help him develop for sure. Ronnie Rogers, man, I love his athleticism from the fullback position. Really excited to see what he does this season for us. William Watson was over at tight end for us his freshman season because we lacked depth there. Even though we recruited him as a fullback, we had to move him to tight end just to fill our position needs. Now we're moving him back to fullback and we're giving him the red shirt so he can sort of work and develop in that position a little bit. And it'll be great. He and Ronnie will both be in the same class, same eligibility, and William Watson will be a great backup for Ronnie here at LSU. JJ August leading our receiving core with John L. They're great friends, great receivers. They have a lot of confidence in our offense this season, and they're really trying to take the lead with this new starter at quarterback. John L's a third-year starter, JJ's second-year starter, so they're looking to try and help lead this passing game for sure, man. Brandon is a good player, but he is low in the depth chart for us just because he lacks speed. I need speed at the receiver position, and so while he's got great hands and can make big plays, he's very low in our depth chart for us. Kennard Phillips made some great plays last season. He was our fourth-string receiver. He's moving into the slot for us this year. Really excited to see what he does with his 95 speed, 93 acceleration. He's a great athlete. He could have a really big season for us in the slot. Sean's getting the red shirt, but excited to see what he does in the future. Really hoping he puts in a lot of work this offseason, develops. And then we got some speed guys down here. Charles just redshirted for us. He's just an athlete who needs to become a better receiver, honestly. A ton of speed, ton of talent, ton of potential. But we're still working on some things over here in Louisiana. And Chris, I would say, is a very similar player. Maybe a little bit further advanced than Charles was when he arrived on campus, but kind of the same strategy, developing both of these extremely athletic, talented guys and trying to work on some ball skills and some route running stuff and just get them ready to really produce in this offense at a high level. But they got the talent for sure. This is the most exciting thing, man. We lost Matt Malone, a legendary tight end. He was great for us. Also a sophomore redshirt who went pro very early. Got drafted very high. Has a very high ceiling. He's going to do great things in the NFL. But really hurt us depth chart wise losing him. But luckily we just reloaded. We signed the number 1 and the number 2 tight end in last year's class, Tony Reese and Michael Fox. It's just going to be beautiful having them in our 2 tight end formations, and they're both true freshmen. They're both going to produce this season. I'm excited to see what both of them do, and they're just going to keep developing and getting better and better. So I'm really excited to see what they do. They're both 6'7". Like I said, number 1 tight end in this class, number 2 tight end in this class. Both decided to come here and play at LSU. Left tackle only 81 overall, but he's got 84 strength. 6'7", 341, big guy. He'll be all right. 87 strength here for our junior left guard. Center, 6'5", 88 strength. True freshman. This was one of the top O-linemen in the class last season. Signed him from Alabama. Convinced him to come play here over Bama. He's going to be great for us. We recruited him as a guard, had to move him over to center because I was worried about this sophomore starting with only the 78 strength. As you can see, there's a 10 strength difference here. So feeling a lot better about Stevens. His awareness is a little low, but he's a true freshman. He'll improve quickly with the playing time. And then Brian Dawson, you all already know, our one All-American, 93 strength. Just a legend, man. He's going to do big things in the NFL. Freshman redshirt, he was one of the top, actually he was the top offensive tackle in his class when he signed with us. We redshirted him because we had a great senior here at right tackle last season. He took the red shirt and he didn't, get upset about not playing and being on the field right away. He took his motivation, his opportunity to develop. He learned a lot under our All-American right tackle that was here. And he has 90 strength as a freshman. This is going to be his first year starting. He put in a lot of work his redshirt year. Really proud of what he did in the offseason. And excited to see this whole line work, y'all. I think we can win the battle at the line. D end, we got a true freshman starting at left end. I haven't had that in forever. He's repping number 3, single-digit number. He requested it. I'm excited to see what he does, man. 85 acceleration, 77 speed, one of the top D linemen in his class last year. Coming over to Louisiana from Jersey. Should be great for us. 79 overall as a true freshman. That's awesome. The junior, Richard Robinson, really expecting him to do big things. Hoping he can teach that true freshman a thing or two. I love his strength. He's also got some great quickness, so I'm hoping he really helps us on the line. Joseph Moss, another true freshman, also going to get some playing time this season as a backup right end, and he's backing up the left end position as well. And some of these other guys are going to redshirt for us, like Adams is a redshirt, and some of those lower guys in the DM position are going to redshirt and develop. They're just not ready to see the field yet. We got 3 great D tackles, sophomore with 86 strength, this senior with 92 strength, 6'6", 288, and a junior with 87 strength. So these guys are going to be our defensive tackles this season. And I'm really hoping they can just dominate the line, man. I'm feeling good about our O-line and D-line and our ability to win the battle. We're always trying to win the battle at the line, y'all. Jack Johnson, y'all saw him last season. Really great linebacker, 90 speed, 83 strength, 99 acceleration. Has been here 4 seasons, just working, was a top recruit out of high school. He's going to be great for us this season, man. He's going to make some plays, no doubt about it. Anton Lester's developing. He's redshirting this year, and then he'll be backing up Jack Johnson's senior year. Unless Jack leaves early, then Anton will start next year as a redshirt freshman. Once again, love the speed and athleticism. Hopefully he gets stronger for us, puts some work in the weight room, but he's going to be good, man. Garcia gonna take the lead for us in middle linebacker. I almost started Palmer just because of the huge strength difference, but Garcia has great coverage abilities, man. This guy can lock people down in man and zone coverage, so I'm giving him the start. Palmer will play in our 4 linebacker formations, which is great, and then Maxwell will be the backup. But you can see looking really good here. I'm excited about our 3-4 formations when we have Garcia, Palmer, Johnson, and Lewis all out on the field. Lewis is a 5th-year senior, been waiting for his turn to start. We're just so stacked and talented at linebacker that he's just been waiting, and it's finally his turn, man. 88 speed, 99 acceleration. It's going to be great. Temple, man. Mr. Temple. He has made some great plays for us. I kind of worry about these 5'9" corners sometimes, but man, he's been an example of proving me wrong about 5'9" corners. He's been great for us for many, many seasons. Excited to see what he does as our starting corner. Marcus Hall has also been great for us. He's the defensive captain and an impact player. Not surprised to see that. He's been really good for a long time. Hampton, we need him to do big things for us this year. He can, man. 95 speed, 89 acceleration. That 81 awareness will go up. He's going to get a ton of playing time. And then Conley is going to be playing fifth-year senior. He's been waiting for his turn, just developing. And then we got Marcus Parker, this true freshman. He's not redshirting. He's going to be our fifth-string corner. And then we are redshirting Natty Young and Joel Childs. Both have a ton of potential, really high ceiling. We just got to work on some defensive skills and some coverage stuff, but excited to see what they do in the future for us in the secondary. A lot of depth here at free safety, including redshirting Tommy Archie, one of the best defenders we signed. He's only 73 overall out of high school, but he's got like all the intangibles. You can see his strength is already up there with higher than, my starter. He's got speed, strength, good coverage abilities. He's going to be great for us in the future. And then at strong safety, Jordan Austin's getting the start this season as our fifth-year senior. He's been waiting for a long time to play on this defense. But Lawrence Davis, man. Lawrence Davis is the future for us at safety. Another top recruit for us last season. 87 speed, 67 strength, 95 acceleration. He's going to redshirt. And I've told him, man, I'm really looking for him to put in a lot of work this offseason and be ready to lead our defense and our secondary next year as a freshman. I wish this kicker was better, to be honest. I tried to recruit a kicker, did not end up signing him. James Hudson's a great punter. We'll be fine there. And then, kick return, we'll have Garrett Moss, who won Return of the Year as a freshman. I think finished third in the voting last season, so we'll be great in the return game there, and make sure to involve him a lot in the offense as well, not just on special teams. That sort of rounds it out for our roster. We'll take a look at some of the schedules for the other user teams in just a minute. Just give me a quick break, y'all. Appreciate everyone watching. Appreciate everyone in here. Very excited for season 2029 here in Earnit Audible, man. Year 17. It's wild. Oh, let's take a look at the games that were played. Yeah. So Wisconsin beat Southern Miss. They'll be moving up in the polls. Wow, Florida put up 67 against OU. My goodness. So this is our team schedule this year. We're going to have to go up against Puzzles. That's going to be really tough. Before that, we got this user game against Night Knowles in the SEC. He hasn't beaten us yet, but he's been building up that Kentucky squad. So that game's just getting more and more difficult each season. Hoping to win it again this year and every single year, honestly. But I know that it's just going to become more difficult and more difficult matchup as he continues building that Kentucky squad. BYU, we beat them when Puzzles first went to BYU. We had a home and home with them, and we beat them both years. But once again, this is a completely different squad than that squad we played years and years ago. That was not a playoff team. Last year they were in the playoffs. They're looking to make the playoffs again this season. We got to come ready against this BYU squad, man. They got a good team this year, great head coach. If we can be done with both of these user games, sitting at 2-0, I'm going to be feeling real good about this season, real excited. If we're not 2-0, there's going to be hell to pay. Then we got Texas A&M and at Auburn. At Auburn's always tough, man. Big time rivalry game there, the Tiger Bowl. This is going to be a good one. At Florida State, yeah, gaming. We lost this game in the regular season last year by a field goal. Then we're able to beat Florida State in the playoffs. It'll be a great game. Looking forward to that matchup. Number 5, Florida against Shinobi Gaming. Number 15, Florida against Shinobi Gaming. Another great matchup. Big time SEC battles, man. I love it. It's going to be a good game. Dirty Bear is a great head coach. Oklahoma State has a lot of work to do, but we got to come ready to play in this game. 3 back-to-back-to-back tough user games here, man. So basically what I'll say is if we can win these 5 user games, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be the hardest thing for us this season is those user games. Got to play some great users this year. But if we can get it done, I'll be feeling good about stuff. At Oklahoma is going to be tough. This game against number 11 Notre Dame is going to be really tough. Like I said, that's Zeus Vega Gaming's old team. They were beating us back when he was over there in Notre Dame. And we haven't played Notre Dame since. So we got to come out looking for revenge for our players, a few seasons back. But man, that's going to be a tough one. Bama's going to be a tough one. This is a tough schedule, y'all. And then number 24, Texas. We're welcoming in Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC this year. And at Arkansas, who I'm always telling y'all has been putting in work here in Earnit Audible. So a very, very tough schedule this year featuring 5 user games. But our LSU team, man, we've been in the past 4 natties. Let's just keep getting it done. I'm not even going to worry about it all. This is a great week 1 matchup against for Dirty Bear against our brand new coach here in Earnit Audible over at Coastal Carolina. He's got a lot of buys. He's got enough games. Yeah, he's got this interesting Big 12 schedule. He's also got to play puzzles. Yeah, man. Tough schedule. I'm going to play me and puzzles. 4 user games for him. This will be a good battle for the Big 12. But I mean, I like BYU winning the Big 12 this year at least. Kentucky, they got to play us. This game's going to be tough, y'all. I'm telling y'all about Arkansas. And then at Bama, oh my gosh. Yeah, they could start 0-3. Hopefully we beat them. They could definitely start 0-3. Oh my gosh. And then they got to play puzzles, and football civilization. Ooh, good luck. Good luck, Kentucky. They've managed to upset Tennessee twice in the past few seasons, including last year when Tennessee was undefeated the whole regular season and lost the final week of the regular season to Kentucky. So that's not even one of their toughest games, but those user games, man, those are tough. Florida State, Gaming over here, great head coach. Woo! Tough schedule. That's tough, man. Wow. 5 great user teams. Or 4. 4 great user teams, but then you got to play these former users in Louisville and Notre Dame. Won't be easy. Florida got the win against Oklahoma, and then they play Texas. So right off the bat, they welcome our new squads in the SEC. Then number 3, Tennessee. This will be major SEC championship implications right here, y'all. At Michigan, Sus Vega. Oh, back-to-back tough user games. My goodness. Oh, wow. 5 tough user games for them on the season. All right, let's get through this quick, y'all. I got to get out of here, go get dinner, but I want to take a quick look at the rest of these schedules. Oh, man. We better beat him. Because if we don't beat him, he's got a straight shot to the freaking national championship. Or to the playoffs, at least. He's got to play his old number 8 Nebraska squad. They're going to be tough. Mizzou will be tough. But that's too easy, man. Too easy. Oregon, the defending champs, playing Baylor tonight. Scrappy Gaming will be streaming that game. This will be a great game against the Commission, Wisconsin. Big Ten matchup. And this is always a good one. Football Civilization beat them twice last season. We'll see if they can get it done again this year. Texas Tech got this interesting Big 12 schedule. Oof. This is tough. They got to play the defending champ Scrappy Gaming and number 6 Michigan Zeus Gaming. Tough schedule over here for Texas Tech, man. Football Civilization. I love that. Man, the Big 10 is going to be exciting to watch here in Earnit Audible. And it's great they're playing Arizona. That'll be good. That's Dead Bull Gaming's old team. That'll be a good one. And then fight on, baby. You got the battle for the victory bell. November 24th. That's beautiful. Perfect scheduling. Wisconsin finishing it out. The Commish. Let's take a look. Already won that game. He should win this game against our brand new coach here in Earnit Audible. This user game. This will be a great one, like I said. Big time Big Ten matchup. Another big time Big Ten matchup. Ooh, I like it. Shinobi versus Deadbolt. Some great user games here in Earnit Audible, always, but this season looks extra exciting with these new conference realignments. Alright, y'all, I got to get out of here, but I really appreciate everyone watching. We will be live here on Kicking YouTube very soon with these Earnit Audible games this season. And we'll be live on Facebook first thing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. SEC battle in Earnit, Maine. Louisiana versus Bama. Should be a great game. We're playing Hardy Gaming in that user game, so hopefully y'all can make it in for that. Like I said, 9 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning on Facebook Gaming. Preseason polls have Tigers #1, baby. Alright. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching.